spoken word and stories, but I wanted to take a moment and talk about Astrud Gilberto. That was interesting. Someone else wants to talk about Astrud Gilberto as well. She was made famous by sort of a mistake. She sang the great song Girl from Ipanema, which was recorded in 1963. The album was put out, where the record label didn't think anyone would want to hear this album, and they waited a year to release it because they didn't think anyone would like it. It turns out it was one of the greatest albums of all time. Gets Gilberto was the name of the album, and it had, of course, Girl from Ipanema and Quiet Nights, Corcovado, Desafinado, all those songs were on there, bossa nova music. Astrud was the young wife of João Gilberto, the male voice and the guitar player on that album. She was brought in simply to translate between the musicians because not all of them could speak English. João couldn't speak English, and Stan Getz, who was the leader of the band, couldn't speak Portuguese. So she was there to just help translate. Although Antonio Carlos Jobim, who wrote all the music, another great genius of our time, he was there as well, and he could speak English. That interesting story was that Gilberto, who was the lead singer and guitarist, said, "Tell that gringo he's an idiot," referring to Stan Getz. And Jobim said, "João says it's a pleasure to record with you." So he kept the peace. Anyway, they decided they wanted an English language verse on Girl from Ipanema. After João sang it in Portuguese, there would be a female vocal on, and she was not a professional singer. She was his wife, and João's wife, and she said, "Well, let me try it." And she sang it, and became a world-renowned superstar for many years, and she died this week at age 83, and everybody apparently who knew her just was in love with her. She was just apparently the sweetest, and her voice, nobody ever sang like that, before or since, ever sang like that. No vibrato, just pure, as if she was whispering in your ear. When you listen to it, it's just like she's singing to you. So anyway, we're going to do Girl from Ipanema as an instrumental, as a tribute to Astrud Gilberto, rest in peace, the great singer of bossa nova music.
Hi. I'm Tamara Fuller. I wish that happened every time I said my name. I'm the owner of the Velvet Note, and I am proud to say that something wonderful has happened since we last saw you. We are 11 years old. So we've begun a new tradition here at the Velvet Note. We always do Thursday night open mic jam, but now, throughout the month of June, we give you an opportunity to not just play at open mic jam, but also to get a prize. And the prize is your own weekend show at the Velvet Note. So we're going to tell you just a bit how that works, but we're going to start out with a story. Robert Glasper was born in 1978 in Houston, Texas. He went to the High School for Performing Arts and then proceeded on to the New School in Manhattan. And while he was still in college, a friend of mine, saxophonist Eric Wyatt, gave him his first shot at fame. He asked him if he'd like to play on his new album. And he came in and he laid it down, and it was beautiful in a studio in Jamaica, Queens. He had to tell him how to catch the train to Jamaica, Queens, because that doesn't quite convert if you're from Houston, Texas. And he loved it so much that he said, "Rob, you gotta come with me on tour. We're gonna go to Greece." And Rob said, "What train do I catch?" But his trajectory shot off from there. He finished college. By the time he walked through the doors of the Velvet Note, he had won 3 Grammy Awards. It was tough getting him here. I had to go through his manager. Did I mention it was tough? His manager, his name is Mitch, said, "Fuller, I don't know why I'm sending him there, but I am. It's too small, it's too small. He doesn't usually play places this small, but we're going to send him anyway. Read the writer, and don't screw it up." So I made sure to read the writer. Do you know what a writer is? Okay, let me tell you. In addition to the contract, which basically says this is what you'll do, and this is what we'll do, and this is how much money we're going to pay you, and all that kind of stuff, there's something called a writer. That contains some matter-of-fact things like where the instruments go on the stage. But it also contains basically the wish list of everything that the artist wants while he's here or she's here. Everything. Everything from what kind of vodka to what kind of instruments you should have there for them, because of course they're not going to be carrying their own. What kind of food they want to eat. When they will be fed. And so I read the writer, and it was pretty straightforward, with one exception. Rob Glasper's drummer insisted on playing Sakai drums. Sakai is a company that used to be part of Yamaha, and they wanted to make a better quality of drum than what Yamaha was putting out, and they wanted to make them in a very craftsman sort of way, and they wanted to make them at their own pace. So they broke off from Yamaha, and they started their own company. And then they went out of business. So I gave myself 7 days to Showtime to find Sakai drums. And during that 7 days, I discovered that there was one set of Sakai drums that had been sold and that was known between Nashville and Florida. And the owner of that one set of Sakai drums lives in Alpharetta. Now, it's one thing to find the drums, it's another thing to negotiate the drums. Because think about it now. He's got a rare set of drums. The company's gone out of business. They're very expensive. And people he doesn't know want to rent them. So I found a way to contact him, and I negotiated that deal. So by the time Robert Glasper walked through the door, I was feeling pretty self-satisfied. And he comes through the door, and they've been on tour, so they've been playing together like every night. They don't need a whole lot of rehearsal. He doesn't even say anything about the drums. His drummer doesn't even say anything about the drums. I've been sleep deprived for 7 days. I'm grumpy Tamara. You haven't seen grumpy Tamara. You've seen grumpy Tamara. So, they get ready to take the stage. But before that happens, 2 things happen. One is, about a half an hour beforehand, my door person comes to me and says, there are people outside who don't have tickets, but they want to get in anyway. And I said, they can't. We're full. There's no place to put them. And he said, well, they've begun crying. So I said, well, you're going to have to handle it. You know, the show's about to start. The answer is no. And so Rob says, well, can't we put them in that place that's in front of the stage? And I said, you mean the walkway from the seats to the kitchen? He said, yeah, I mean, there's some room back there. Can't we just put them on the floor in front of the stage? I said, why? Does it matter? And he said, everybody matters. I'm still grumpy Tamara, okay? Okay? I haven't converted yet. So, it's time for them to take the stage. And he takes my hand in his and he says, I have a favor to ask you. He says, I left my phone and my room key on top of the bed in my hotel room. And I need my phone to finish the show. Can you help me? And I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. What? And then he just walked past me and onto the stage. I didn't even introduce him. So I'm standing there with my mouth on the ground and I said to myself, what do I do? So I called a person I know who works at the Hyatt. And I said, I know this is a very strange story and I'm not quite sure that I'm not being punked, but I have an artist who left his, anyway, he needs his phone to do his show and I'm not sure why. But is there a possibility that you can make this happen? And she said, oh, I know that guy. His name is Rob, right? And I said, yes. And she said, I checked him in. He is wonderful. I love him. I said, you couldn't have checked him in any more than 5 hours ago. How do you know that? He said, no, really, I did check him in. And he was just so good to us. Yeah, I'll help you. So I said, well, if you could come downstairs. I said, well, wait a minute, I'm not working, but I'll come over to the hotel. I said, okay, well, I will drive by in my car. Like, I don't have much time. And she said, no, I'll bring it to you. I will bring it to you. So I said, okay. So she did. And with about 5 minutes left, she handed it to me, and I got it to him on the stage. He was playing a song where there was narration at the end of the song by the great actor Harry Belafonte. And he had recorded that narration on his phone. And since he wasn't playing a track, he was playing piano, he needed the narration in order to finish the song. So, that's what he did. Today, Rob Glasper has 5 Grammys. He just won this year for the Best R&B Album. And many, many more people know who he is. Mitch says, Fuller, I don't know why I keep taking your calls. You're not going to get him. You're not going to get him. He's too expensive. But I love you. I love you too, Mitch. And every couple of months, somebody who's been to the Velvet Note, who goes to see a Robert Glasper show, tells him that they're from Atlanta. And he always asks, do you know the Velvet Note? And they say yes or no. And if they say yes, he says, tell her I said hello. And then they come back and they say, Robert Glasper says hello. Robert Glasper taught me that no matter how grumpy you are, no matter how busy it is, no matter the stakes, everybody matters. This is Rob Glasper's arrangement of Afro Blue by our house band. All right. So, have you signed up yet? Don't make me beg. Here's the book. Ah, yes. Would you like to sign up? Would you like to sit here? In order to sit here, you must sign up. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're gonna call the list. And for those of you who change your mind later, I'll be here with the list. And I have alcohol. Should we motivate you? So the way this goes is we have 5 Thursdays in the month of June, and we'll be keeping some score and putting down some comments, and then at the end of the month, we will select at least one winner for their own show at the Velvet Note. Yeah, isn't that nice of me? Last year, glad you're here for it. I'm glad I'm here for it too. And last year we selected two, so it could be more than one. And in order to get a little help with that selection process, we invite in silent judges. So this is not like the whole Simon Cowell thing. It's just a couple of people enjoying themselves and taking some notes. So this week, our silent judges have a very unique distinction. They manage, or have managed, groups like Styx, Heart, Luther Vandross, and many, 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 many others. They know the difference between bad music and good music, and good music and great music. Please put your hands together for Cindy and Charlie Brusco. All right, first up, right out of the gate, roaring like a lion, Vance Kelly. What are you doing back there? Oh my goodness.
That was a classic Styx song, by the way.
Vance Kelly.
What a pleasure to be here. This thing's completely cold and dry, so let's see what happens. Footprints, please. Footprints. Good. I need those. Those are footprints. He's catching on. There we go. Any first timers for the Velvet Night tonight? Wow, really? Well, I have something to tell you. This will be one of many. You will find yourself going, the Velvet Note is calling.
We're gonna do one song, and then if you stick around, you can do another song.
Stick.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
This is getting a little long. All right, so yes. Next up, we have a beautiful young lady named Lacey Franchenko.
This is the first time somebody said my last name so
Really?
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help? Do you want this mic or you want that mic? You good? You good? Okay. Excellent.
1, You guys. Hello. I feel like I need to take my shoes off or something. This is a sacred place here on a stage. I feel really honored to be here tonight and perform with you guys and perform for you guys. My first time. If you can't take my eyes off of you. Not sure. Let's try.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'll be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Alright, yeah. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There's no words left to speak. But if you feel like me, please let me know.
right. We're gonna give you a special treat. So special that I'm just, you know how you meet kids and you think, man, I'd be really lucky if I had kids who were that great. They're that great, okay? We don't get a lot of kids here, but when we do, they usually are very excited about playing, and these kids are as well. So I want to introduce you to Austin and Dylan. Austin and Dylan. Yes. So Austin and Dylan are twins. Yes. Yes. Tamara, what was your first clue? And because there are two of them, they get to do two songs.
We're just doing some slight arranging here, so. Slow or obvious speed, fast count, medium.
Do you guys have a special dedication that you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you notice that Austin is doing all the talking? Because Austin was first out of the womb. He had no hesitation in telling me that. Okay, so do you want to tell us why this is so special, what you're about to play?
Because it's my mom's boyfriend's birthday. We're just playing this part. One, two, three, ready, go.
Thank you, Austin and Dylan! Thank you! Nobody else will be that cute. All right, next up, Bob Bakert. Give him a hand.
Hello. I wasn't going to say anything. I know I've been banned from the mic. But he did, the little boys just told us that they said, how did we do on the audition? He said, we'll be in touch.
That's painful.
So I'm old school. What does he mean by that? When I was coming along, I said, never work with kids or animals. They'll upstage you every time. So give those kids a big round of applause. They were great. But I was in the back. Who are their parents? That you guys? You know, when I was coming along, I'll tell you, I'm 72 years old. When I was coming along and your kid said you wanted to be a musician, your parents said, ain't no freaking way. You know, go be a lawyer, go be a doctor, go whatever it is. And today it's really wonderful that parents are supporting the kids in the arts. So my hat's off to you guys. So you guys got it.
They told me, they said, whatever you're going to do.
like to invite our friend Vance Kelly to come back and play with us.
How can I say you're not responsible? What does this have to do with me? What is my reaction? What should it be? Driven by the latest atrocity. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. In my hands, my shame will to my throat. My comfortable existence is reduced to a shallow meaningless party. When innocence die, all we do is a pop number in a magazine. Too many cameras and not enough food. This is what we're seeing. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. Driven to tears. time. Nothing seems to get through. Once it become a hour, what are we gonna do? Dip into tears, dip into tears, to tears, into tears.
All right, let's see if I can get this right too. We have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marita Fernandez. Marita, come on down, baby. Yes. You are going to sing in Spanish, right? All right. I know that I will. Because you know who can't sing in Spanish? Let's start with who can't sing. Me. Yes. So it only gets better. Here you go.
Spanish or singing.
Hi, good evening. My name is Marita. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm gonna sing a Latin music, cumbia. I hope you enjoy our music. Yeah. We need more. Hey, hey, you wanna dance? Eso!
¿O es que acaso esperabas que hiciera una fiesta como despedida? Aplaudir que te vas, destrozando mi vida. Y al que me vaya corriendo a pedirle a Dios que te bendiga. No, no puedo perdonarte. A pesar que te amo con toda mi alma, me obligas a odiarte. Porque olvidas de mí. No pretendes dejarme, pero vas a volver y te advierto que voy a vengarme. Vas a besar el suelo, por Dios te lo juro. Vendrás a pedirme perdón, no lo dudo. Que mendigarás por un beso mis labios y algo verá que te toque mis manos. Sé que voy a gozar y cuando vengas llorando me voy a burlar de verte arrastrando. Te arrepentirás de haberme conocido, porque me declaro tu peor enemiga. Y lo que te mereces por abandonarme es que al volver te mande a llorar a otra parte. Eso, eso, you like it, that's hey. ¿O es que acaso esperabas que hiciera una fiesta como despedida? Aplaudir que te vas, destrozando mi vida. Y al ir que me vaya corriendo, pedirle a Dios que te bendiga. No, no puedo perdonarte. A pesar que te amo con toda mi alma, me obligas a odiarte. Hoy te ríes de mí. No te duele dejarme, pero vas a volver y te advierto que voy a vengarme. Vas a besar el suelo, por Dios te lo juro. Vendrás a pedirme perdón, no lo dudo. Que me mirarás con un beso mis labios. Tú te rogarás que te toque mis manos. Sé que voy a gozar cuando venga llorando. Me voy a burlar
Mexico. I hope you enjoy our music, Latin music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's Marita Fernandez. All right, next up we have Niles Rivers. Niles Rivers. And before Niles Rivers takes the stage, I didn't know you had all that dancing in you, honey. That was good. Before we take the stage, I just want you to know that our house band is overworked and underpaid. And I say that as the person working them and paying them. So as a result, we have a gratuity vessel, and this gives you an opportunity to balance those scales or offload cash that's weighing down your pockets or that sort of thing. Larry, the fireman, who's actually a fireman, no, I kid you not, is going to pass it around because we trust him and because he's wearing a velvet note hat that he made himself. All right, Niles, are you still with us, honey? Oh, yes, there you are, okay.
Definitely like a little brother. I'm the youngest of my family, and that right there just felt like I was getting treated like that's my older brother's. He must be here somewhere, putting the mic that low for me. Just messing. He's a good guy. My name is Niles Rivers, and it's great to see you all. It's great to be up here before you, and I'm definitely honored to be on stage with these musicians. Can I put this up here? I feel so, it's like I don't know.
When do you want?
All right, cool. So I'm gonna sing, if I get one, I'm gonna sing a cover. If I get maybe a possible another one, I'll sing an original. Is that okay for you guys? Yeah. All right, you might know this one. What's that?
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend. I don't know if you know who I am. I was there and I saw what you did. Saw it with my own two eyes. Oh, so you can wipe off that grin, know where you've been. It's all been half the lies. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, oh
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Thank you guys so much.
I don't have to ask if you're having a good time. I know you're having a good time. Yes. Jonathan Pilkington is next. Jonathan Pilkington is next. I need you to applaud. I need you to encourage. I need you to beguile him. I need you to seduce him. I need you to push him up on the stage. It's Jonathan Pilkington. I think you want this, maybe. Yeah?
Yeah, just like science.
There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm gonna seek a certain gal I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found her yet. She's the big affair I cannot regret. So I came unprepared. Miss Tamara asked me to sing. Okay. So I'm longing to see. I hope that she turns out to be someone who watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watches
need someone to watch over me while you throw me under that bus again. I saw how quickly that happened. You have a wonderful voice. All right, so this is very special. I think that if you love music, and you love making music, there are few places you could work that would be as cool and fortified as the Velvet Note. Right? Is that true? Thank you. Woo! So, a young man said to me a few weeks ago, I'm on my way to Florida State University to study music. But before I get there, I would like to work for you. And I said, you sure about that? He said, yes, ma'am, I'll do anything you ask me to do. And he hit the floor, and he was righteous and pristine and customer focused and alert and all that I could ask of a new high school graduate. And he plays beautiful, beautiful upright bass. Put your hands together for Alex Berry. That's Alex Berry.
That song was written by a guy named Johnny Mandel, and it was his most famous composition, probably to the general public, is the theme from the show MASH. He wrote that. And there's another story, which is that the lyrics to it, it was actually a song with words. Suicide is Painless is actually the name of the song.
I love that song.
And it was written by Johnny Mandel, but the words were written. The director, Robert Altman, was the director of the MASH movie, and he wanted a song. He said, "I want the stupidest possible song," and nobody could come up with lyrics that were stupid enough. So he asked his 14-year-old son to write the words to the song "Suicide is Painless." See that the dentist in the MASH unit was having problems, shall we say, male problems, and he decided that it was not worth living anymore. So they were going to sing this song, and of course he really didn't go through with it. But the song was, and his name was Suicide. His name was Painless, rather. His name was Painless, the dentist, and so "Suicide is Painless" was for his attempted offing of himself, which didn't really happen. And the words were written by Robert Altman's 14-year-old son. So there's another trivia story for you.
I will never listen to that song the same way again. Okay.
It's the same chords as Autumn Leaves, too, by the way.
Really? I know that I heard that.
All right, next up on stage, we have Milena de Brazil.
What? Yeah, my girlfriend's in here.
Is it Milena? Elena. Elena. I want to make sure I get that right. Okay. So, you move around a
How
lot. Would you
soon
like
they
to have this
forget.
microphone?
It's Helena de Brazil.
Okay.
Hi.
There you go. All right.
Hi.
Okay.
And my son's still missing her crab cakes. He's like, oh my God, he's so mad at me. No crab cakes for him. Mm-hmm.
He remembers the time when I used
know,
to
right?
be the cook here. Ah.
I forgot. Haven't done it in so long. We're gonna do the song phonetically. Like phonetic, like me. What's it? You might not know. We'll fake it. I'm good at that. Yeah, and when I go out of key, don't worry about it. Just keep playing. You know me better. Tá bonito. Eis aqui este sambinha, feito de uma nota só. Outras notas vão entrar, mas a base é uma só. Where we going? Essa outra consequência. Esse flat. That's what I mean. I love when a man swears to me. So what, that was it? Okay. There we go. Is it flat? No. I must be changing in my voice. Eis aqui este sambinha, feito de uma nota só. Outras notas vão entrar, mas a base é uma só. Essa é outra consequência do que acabo de dizer. Começo a consequência inevitável de você. There's so many people who keep talking to say nothing. Já me utilizei de toda a escala, no final não sobra nada. Não dei nada e voltei pra minha nota. Como eu volto pra você, vou contar pra minha nota. Como eu gosto de você. E quem quer todas as notas, me passou lá se dó. Fica assim, sem nenhuma, fica numa nota só. Play, boys! Tá bonito! isso aqui esqueça minha. Ele de uma nota só, outras notas vão entrar, mas a base é uma só. Essa é outra consequência do que acabo de dizer. Como eu sou a consequência inevitável de você. There's so many people who can talk, just say nothing. Já me tirei 6 de toda a escala, no final não sobrou nada. Não dei nada e voltei pra minha nota. Como eu volto pra você, vou contar pra minha nota como eu gosto de você. E quem quer todas as notas é mi, fá, sol, lá, si, dó. Fica sempre sem nenhuma, fica numa nota. Uma nota só.
Yes!
Thank you. I like to be in America.
That's Elena da Brazil. All right, next up, we have Rusty Hayes. Where's Rusty Hayes? Hey, Rusty Hayes. Hello. Come on up here, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for this band? One of the best bands you'll ever hear. And real quickly, I have to tell you something. This young man back here, Alex, I've known him all his life. His father's a great musician. His grandfather's a great musician, and he is a great musician. And he's a good young man, too. He's a great young man. Just a little intro. Seems like dreams I've always had. And for our host, let's have a hand for our host, Tamara, for keeping this wonderful jazz happening and giving us a place to enjoy ourselves. Week after week, year after year. Congratulations on 11 years. In this business, that is a very long time. Seems like dreams, like I've always had, could be, should be making me glad. Why am I blue? It's up to you to explain. Maybe someday I'll go away. Maybe someday you'll come and stay. Then you'll know that you've been pleading in vain. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. There's some others I've seen, might never be mean. Are you listening, darling? Might never be cross, try to be boss. Oh, they wouldn't do. Nobody else gave me a thrill. All your thoughts, ooh baby, I love you still.
wonderful you. It had to be you.
Absolutely beautiful. Randy, ladies and gentlemen.
Had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who made me be blue. Made me be true. You know what? This is the funny part. And even be glad. Just to be sad. You know what? With all your faults, oh, I love you still. It had to be you. It had to be you. It had to be you.
That's Rusty Hayes. Rusty Hayes. Yes. Old school. All right. Next up. We once had a fire in the men's room. It's a good thing we had a fireman here. He's a real fireman. We didn't have a fire because we were testing him. We just are happy that he's here. Just in case. Fireman Lair. Give it up for Fireman Lair.
know if anybody knows, this is it's 11 years, isn't this month? Anniversary here. Let's hear it for the club, Tamara, and everybody. Little story here. I think about 5 or 6 years ago, I had rented a U-Haul, packed up all my stuff, was ready to go, and somehow I found this jam night here on Thursday nights. I was ready to move out of town until I found this place. I decided to stay. So thank you. Yeah, I moved down in the late 70s from Ohio. Bought an old telephone van, filled it up, whatever I had, my belongings, moved down here. I got into town, I had a little garage apartment I was renting. Didn't know where it was, so when I got into town, I stopped. This was back in the day when you'd stop and get gas, you know, you could fill up and then go pay. So I pulled in the gas station, I'm in somewhere downtown Atlanta, and I filled up, and I seen this beautiful woman in the working the counter there to pay. I'm trying to think of something to say to her, you know, to kind of meet her and everything. And I couldn't think of anything, so I just thought, well, I'll just ask for directions, which I needed anyway. So I asked her, I says, I'm looking for Peachtree and Peachtree Corners. And like I say, she was beautiful. I didn't know what to expect. That was my line, I guess. And she goes, yeah, you go right down the street there, 2 blocks. Turns out it was a guy. True story. I'm working on my comedy. I work at the Comedy Festival. I'm gonna do an original here. It's called Honesty is the Best Policy. Can I be honest with you and tell you what's on my mind? I've been thinking about us for quite a long, long time. If there's anything about me that you would like me to change, won't you come right out and tell me, dear? I'll let you know if you feel the same. Honesty is the best policy. It's for you and for me. And if things need working out, let's see what needs to be. Can I be honest with you and tell you what's on my
by midnight. Quite a long, long time. Honesty is the best policy. It's for you and for me. If things need working out, dear, we'll see what needs to be. If there's anything about me that you would like for me to change, won't you come right out and tell me now? I'll see what I can rearrange. Honesty is the best policy. It's for you and for me. If things need changing, dear, see what needs to be.
Fireman Larry.
Thank you. Once again for the
Give it
club.
up for him.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Iva Jean Ambush. If that's not a show name, I don't know what is. Iva Jean Ambush. Come on up here, girl. Iva Jean Ambush.
Oh, yeah, my friend. Iva is an incredible singer, friend of all of ours, a friend of mine, and incredible. You're gonna love her.
All that? Do you want? You're good. You're good. Okay. All right.
Who knows why? They're very comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Two flats. The Velvet Note is a wonderful, wonderful place to come to. I seem to always have a crazy day before I come here, and then once I get here, and Miss T and everyone else is wonderful playing. It makes you feel so good that everything will be all right. I don't want French fried potato, red ripe tomato. I'm never satisfied. I want some frim sauce and some awesome fish. Shaffa on the side. Said I don't want pork chops and bacon. It will not awaken my appetite inside. I want my fright. Ow, the frame song and the awesome day, and she found my on the side. Randy Hookster. Thank you, kind sir. Me and the drummer. I'm never satisfied. I want fish, sauce, and awesome thing. Jaffa on the side. I don't want fish cakes and no rye bread. You heard what I said. Way to prepare my pride. I want the fish sauce and awesome thing. Jaffa on the side. 'Cause see, I now have really got to eat. You know she should eat right. You know I eat real good. Hey, 5 will get you 10. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish cakes, no rye bread. You heard what I said, Randy? The waitress said she's gonna prepare a fry. The film frames on and the awesome fate and Jaffa on the side. I said I don't want fish cakes, don't want no fried bread. You heard what I said. I want Jaffa on the side.
Yes, so that's Iva Ambush. Thank you, Iva. Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Told you.
Uh-huh.
You got a great band, you know. Can't go wrong.
Thank you. All right, you guys hanging in here, right? Well, now we have something different, bold. Yeah. I could talk to you all night. We have Michael Augustine on the trumpet. Give it up for Michael Augustine.
F major.
Thank you, Michael. All right, once you get something stuck in your head. Okay, so we have a somewhat surprise singer. We didn't think we were going to get her. We're going to slide her in here, slide her out, and then Niles is going to close the show. All right? So her name is Veronica Osborne. All right, Veronica, show us what you got. Okay. Do you want my microphone?
Hello, Alpharetta. How are you doing? So I had this elaborate plan that I was going to do this song, and a fabulous singer got up here and she did that song, so I'm not doing that. So my backup plan is to sing Happy Birthday to the Velvet Note. So, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say, did you hear that? I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Velvet Nose. Happy birthday to happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
You're holding out on me. Holding out on me. It's the old I don't have a song trick. That was lovely. Thank you. All right. Paging Niles Rivers. Paging Niles Rivers. Oh, there we go. All right, Niles Rivers. You know how to land this thing, right? All right.
Does it need to be something I haven't played here before?
They wouldn't know. How would they? They haven't all been here every week. Do it.
I love that. I love the sound of that. All right. I love that. Original? Yeah. Ooh.
Don't be afraid.
All right. Original. All right. If
Niles, before you sing, can we just say good night and thank you to our guest judges? I just want you to know, Charlie's a member of the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. And together, Cindy and Charlie make up Red Light Management, which is one of the fiercest, most long-term successful artist management companies in the world. Give them a hand, please.
no pressure.
Yeah, go ahead and perform, Miles.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. No, I just want you to know, we don't ask just anyone to close the show. So this is, you're already starting ahead of the game. Go for it.
All right. Well, all right. So. All right. Let me start off. Just you know when. Okay. So it's So this is a song. I'm gonna do an original. It's called Your Light. I wrote it for my daughter when she was like 5, and but I was picturing her when she was 17. Like I was picturing her later on. I was just watching her and just picturing her in high school. And you know how boys, how we can be. When we like a girl, we like knock their books over and do stuff just to kind of get their attention. And you know how stupid we are, right? Guys, come on. Hello? A shotgun. Have one now. But no. So basically, I was just saying, hold on to your light. That's what the song is called, Your Light. And just whatever you're going through, I was just wanting her to know, like, don't ever let them take your light. So this is a song. It was for my daughter originally, but it's for you tonight. All right. There were so many riches on the inside of you. May the wind of the Spirit into the truth. Gifts that are given.
Rockers! Oh, no, you didn't.
Is it the way you love me, baby? Velvet note. Is it the way you love me, baby? Yeah. Is it the way you love me, baby? Yeah. Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Yeah. You know that one? Is it the way you love me, baby? Y'all know that one, Jill Scott? Me, baby.
You're one of those guys who you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. You tried hard? Okay. You can play underneath me. I got something to say here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We loved having you. We'd love to have you next week. I can only encourage you to make your reservations ahead of time at thevelvetnote.com because it's going to be packed with talent in here, like a can of sardines. As we inch our way closer to the finals, the end of the month, your own show. So, make those reservations. Tell your friends. Get on out here. And we're going to let Niles take us out the door. We're going to turn the lights up. We're going to scooch on out. And he's going to keep on playing. He's going to be here in the morning. Thank you, everybody. We're going to see you next week. Good night.
Good night, y'all. Have a great night.